Good evening to all and welcome to yet another live and interactive quizzing session, Curiosity, conducted by THiNC Institute of Design. So today we are back with another quiz and let's wait for players to join. After that, we'll be starting our quiz. For those who are already familiar with the gaming process, your game pin is 9939553. That is the game pin for today's quiz. So those who are already familiar with it, just enter this game pin and make sure that you are joining our quiz. All right. So for those who are not aware of the gaming process, I'll just explain the gaming process in a while. So if you have any doubts, make sure that you're asking it in the chat box. All right. Faris has joined. Welcome, Faris, to the quiz. So first, we'll be having a demo session. So that you can clarify your doubts with the demo session. After that, we'll be going into the real quiz. Okay. So that's how the process is. Welcome, Devapriya. Devapriya has joined. Welcome, Devapriya. All right. So I'll just explain how you have to play this quiz. So initially, what you have to do is that you have to download the Kahoot app from Android or Apple Store. So after that, what you have to do is that you have to open the app and you have to enter the game pin 9939553. That is the game pin for today's quiz. So you have to enter the game pin. Enter the game pin in your Kahoot app. At that time, you will be given entry to a quiz. Okay. So if you're not having a mobile device, still you can play the quiz. What you can do is that go to you can open your web browser and go to the site www.kahoot.it. There also you have to enter the same game pin only. Same game pin displayed in the screen. That is 9939553. All right. So for that, you need two devices or two browsers. If you're not having two browsers, still you can play. You can use a split screen option. Split screen option in which in one screen you can use a Kahoot app, Kahoot website, and another screen you can use a YouTube Live. Okay. We have more participants. Nandita, Sa, Gangana, Devapriya, Faris. Welcome all to the session. All right. So the questions for the quiz will be displayed in YouTube Live only. So there the questions will be displayed. And in your mobile app or in your web browser, the site www.kahoot.it, there you'll be given you'll be shown the color codes. The respective color codes for the options will be shown in your mobile app or web browser. Okay, so what you have to do is that you have to check on the questions in the YouTube Live and make sure that you are clicking on the correct color code in your mobile app or web browser. That is the site www.kahoot.it. Okay. So that's how you have to play the quiz. So I think once we start the demo session, your doubts will be cleared. So still, if you have any doubts, you can ask it in the chat box. So I think we can start the quiz, start the demo quiz. Any doubts, you can ask it in the chat box also. Okay. All right. All right. So we have Melvin, Mansi, Josh, Prathamesh, Akshara, Janu, Safa, Nandita, Sa, Gangana, Devapriya, and Faris joined. So welcome all to the session. All right. So I think we can start the demo session. So if you're ready for the session, just enter ready in the chat box so that I can take that as an indication. Sai just joined, Melvin, Mansi, Josh, Ami. Welcome all to the session. Game pin is 9939553, and this is for the demo session, not for the real quiz. So after this, we'll be starting the real quiz. For that, a new game pin will be generated. All right. So I think we can start the session. Starting the session. And here's the demo session. So here you can see that the question is being displayed. So here you can see that who designed the Hyder Aliyev Center, Azerbaijan. Okay. So you can see the options: Louis Khan, Charles Correa, Raj Rebel, Zaha Hadid. Those options are there. Left side you can see the timer is running. Right side you can see the number of people you have answered the question that you can see here. So here you can see that every option is related with some color code, right? And one shape code is also there. So you have to click on this particular shape code or color code at that time. In your mobile app, the results screen will be shown. Okay, so that's how it is. And now you can see that the correct option is being highlighted. Zaha Hadid is the correct option that has been highlighted, and you can see that the other options are being faded out. Okay, so that's how the process is. We have one more question in the demo session. So before that, the scoreboard is being displayed. This is a scoreboard, and here you can see who all has come to the top spot. Here you can see that Sai just come to the top spot. Second spot Sa, third Safa, fourth Mansi, fifth Devapriya. And right side you can see the corresponding points table also. Points also in the table. 979 points for Sai and 974 points for Sa. Like that you can see the points table also. Okay. Right. So now we are moving on to the second question. So we have one more question in the demo session. All right. Here you can see the question. Again, here you can see the options also. Options, color codes as well as shape code. So you have to click on the corresponding shape codes. So we have 47 seconds left. And the game pin is displayed here. 993953 is displayed here. So for the real quiz, a new game pin will be generated. You can enter that game pin and join the quiz anytime. Okay, so now you can see that A is the correct option. Other options are being faded out. Okay, so now we won't be having the scoreboard. Now we'll be directly moving on to the podium. Podium means that is the final result screen. Okay, there you can see this is a podium. And here you can see the third spot goes to Safa and respective points is 1945 points. Second spot Mansi. And first spot we have Sa with 1959 points. Okay. And we have runners up also. I'm sorry. All right. Oh. All right. So that is a podium. So now we'll be moving on to the real quiz. So you have to repeat the same process only. You have to enter the new game pin. All right. You have to enter this new game pin 5676617. Same process only. So one more time, I'll just briefly explain how you have to play. That is, if you're using a Kahoot app, if you're using a mobile, you need two devices or two browsers to play this game. So if you're using a mobile device, means you can go to the Apple or Android store and download the Kahoot app and enter this game pin. At that time, you'll be given entry to the game. But if you don't have a mobile device, extra mobile device, you can use your web browser and go to the site www.kahoot.it. There also you can enter the game pin 5676617. Okay, so the questions will be displayed in the YouTube live only. You have to look at the questions from the YouTube live and you have to answer it from the you have to answer it from your mobile app or web browser. Okay, so that's how the gaming process. So today's topic is non-verbal reasoning. And we are bringing up two changes also. One change we have already brought in one of our previous cases, that is bonus points. So one question will be having bonus point. Bonus point means the points will be double. So at that point, that question will help you to score better. For example, if you're down in the table, that one question is enough to make you to the top spot. And if you're already on the top spot, that one question, if you are losing that one question, that can affect you also, like that. So that is a bonus point, and I'll tell you which one is a bonus point. 10th question is the 10th question will be having the bonus point. Okay. And now one more type of question we are introducing this time, that is observation type questions. Observation type question means you'll be one image will be displayed. One image will be displayed and questions will be based on that image. That is, we will be having two questions. You have to observe that image correctly. The image will be displayed for approximately 30 seconds. So after that, two questions will be followed. So in that two questions, you have to answer based on the data you observe from the image. Okay. All right. So these are the two important things regarding today's quiz. And today's quiz, the topic is non-verbal reasoning. Okay. So I'll randomly pick some names. Welcome all to the session. Sara, Fawaz, Deviga, Shahina, Dhiren Bafna, Agnes, Prathavish, Ashwini, Rishika, Diya, Nandana, Bay, Nita, Saich, Adira, Aisha, Devapriya, Safwana, Nilina, Gangana, Taufik, Sahla, Banu, Mimi, Akshara, Anantu, Biluga, Hannat, Sanjana, Isana, Sharat, Mahit, Janvi, Faris, Melvin, Diya. All right, welcome all to the session. So in a while we'll be starting your quiz, non-verbal reasoning quiz, and the game pin is 5676617. So that is the game pin. So let's wait for a few more participants. After that, we'll be starting the session. All right. So if you have any doubts regarding the quiz, regarding what I've already said right now, you can ask it in the chat box. Any doubts you can ask it anytime. Any time you can ask it in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. Tony Godi, Hermione, Nantita, welcome to the session. Mahek, Rocky from KGF. What? All right, Hermione. So if you are ready for the session, just enter ready in the chat box so that we can start the session. Just enter ready in the chat box. I'm waiting for some messages. So all right, let me quickly go through the chat box. Josh Badreshwara, the question will come in the live stream. Answers only on Kahoot. Yeah, that's correct actually. The questions will be displayed in the live stream. Questions will be displayed in the in our live stream in YouTube. Okay. So in your mobile app, you'll be only the correct options will be the color codes will be displayed. Color codes and the shapes codes will be displayed. So you have to check the question from the live stream and you have to click on the corresponding color. So basically, you need either two devices or two browsers. Bhavesh Bhavana, I hope that's clear. Okay, same question only. All right, any other doubts? You can ask it in the chat box. All right, so we have messages. Sharath, Faris, Josh, Jinu, Safwana, Devika, Prathamesh. All right, so I think we can start the session. So starting the session in 3, 2, 1. And here comes your first question. All right, so the question was count the number of servers on a solid figure. Okay, all right, so the answer is 18 is answer. So in chat box, Lakshman has asked, Lakshman Creation has asked, can I join the quiz? So Lakshman, I just one more time I'll just explain. So if you're using a mobile device, just go to the Devigas also answer, I think. Okay, so you have to go to the your respective Play Store and download the Kahoot app and enter the game pin. So the game pin is displayed in the top right, bottom right corner, 5676617. That you have to enter in the Kahoot app. At that time, you will be given entry to the gaming process. Your name will be displayed in the first screen. And after that, anytime you can join the quiz. Anytime you can join the quiz. So from that question onwards, you'll be able to attend the quiz. Okay. All right. So as I said, we'll be having bonus points also. So if you can answer that question, obviously depends on some other questions also. If you can answer that question, definitely the point at which you have joined doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So moving on to the scoreboard first time. We have Melvin in the top spot with 866 points. And second spot, we have Isana with 864 points. Third spot, we have Sahla. Fourth spot, we have Nida. And sixth spot, we have Saij. So that's from the leaderboard. Now moving on to second question. So if anybody want to join, just enter this game pin 567 6617 in your Kahoot app. Kahoot app or website www.kahoot.it. I hope that's clear, Lakshman. All right. So moving on to second question. All right, time's up. So I think most of you have attended correctly only. So let's move on to scoreboard. So we have Sahla on the top spot with 1728 points. Saij in the second spot. Third spot goes to Malavika. So fourth spot goes to Nandana. And fifth spot we have Nida. So that's all from the leaderboard. Now moving on to Chitra Gupta has answered in the chat box. Thank you for participation. All right, so moving on to third question. All right, so you are supposed to find a suitable replacement for the question mark, and C is the correct answer. Figure in C is the correct answer. Okay, so Sai just come to the top and Sahla has moved to the second spot with 2519 and 2485 points respectively. Third spot we have Malavika. Fourth spot we have Nandana. And fifth spot we have Beluga. And Hanandu is the highest climber here, climbing up 7 places in the scoreboard. So that's all from the scoreboard after the 3 questions. So now moving on to fourth question. Right, select a figure from amongst the options which would complete the pattern of question figure. The figure in A. I think most of you have answered it correctly. So let's see whether it's reflecting in the scoreboard. Sai is in the Sahla is in the top spot with 3370 points. Second spot goes to Sai with 3360 points. Third spot goes to Malavika. Fourth spot we have Biliga. Fifth spot we have Nandana. And the four places just get the answers pick up three correct answers in that row. That's all from the scoreboard. So let's move on to fifth question. All right, so select the alternative which represent 3 out of 5 figures, which when fitted into other would form a square. And the figure in B, it's sorry, 245 is a correct answer. So scoreboard again. Belu has come to the top spot with 3961 points. Second spot goes to Adira with 3751 points. Third spot goes to Fawaz with 3672 points. Fourth spot goes to Sahala with 3370 points. And fifth spot we have Saij with 3360 points. And 5 players has hit the answer streak of 3. So that's all from the leaderboard. Now moving on to 6th question. All right, so choose a figure which would most closely resemble the unfolded form of figure. So answer is B. B is the correct answer. That's a scoreboard after 6 questions. And Beluga is still on the top with 4752 points. Second spot goes to Fawaz. Third spot goes to Sahla. Fourth spot we have Nida. And fifth spot we have Isana. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrongly. And 3 players have just hit the answer streak of 3. All right, so that's all from the leaderboard. Moving on to 7th question. All right. So from the given options, which figure can be formed by holding the figure given in the question? So correct figure is B. Most of you have answered it correctly. So I think that has got a very huge majority. All right. So scoreboard again. Belga still on the top with 5539 points. Second spot goes to Fawaz, and Fawaz is the highest. Fawaz has the highest chances to pick up 7 correct answers in a row. Third spot we have Nida with 4925 points. Fourth spot we have Malavika, and fifth spot we have Melvin. All right. So before moving on to eighth question, let me inform you regarding our Telegram channel. So we are actually having a Telegram channel where we'll be updating regarding the notifications for your examinations and other important information. Regarding our programs also, for example, our YouTube lives, our classes which we'll be offering for you, and all those things will be informing it in the Telegram channel. So the link is posted in the chat box. Make sure that you're joining the link using the make sure that you're clicking on the link and joining the Telegram channel. All right. All right. So with that note, let's move on to eighth question. Well, that was a really quick one, quite easy too. 38 correct answers in 30 seconds. All right. So moving on to the scoreboard. Belgium still on the top. We don't have any changes, I think, scoreboard, but we have changes in points. So Belgium still on top with 6,316. Second, Fawaz. Third, Nida. Fourth, Malavika. And fifth, we have Melvin. Isana is making a comeback with 3 correct answers in a row. All right. So that's all from the leaderboard. Moving on to ninth question. Still like to count the total number of edges of given object and 19. There are 19 edges in the object. All right. Scoreboard, we have Beliga with 6,988 points on the top. Second, we have Nida. Third, Nandana. Fourth, Melvin. And fifth, we have Fawaz. Okay, so this is a combo breaker. 6 players just dropped their answers pick of 3. I think difficult. Okay. All right. So moving on to the 10th question. And the 10th question is actually having double the points. Double the points, bonus points will be there. So make sure that you're using this appropriately to maximize your scores and page out, and the A is the correct answer. So moving on to scoreboard, let's see. We have changes here. So, but Belga is still on the top with 8478 points. Second spot, we have Adira. Welcome to the leaderboard with 6751 points. And third spot, we have Sharad. Fourth spot, we have Nida. And the first spot, we have Nandana. It was a tough round. 3 players lost their answer streak of 4. All right. So 11th question. All right, looking in the direction of arrow, identify the correct elevation. So C is the correct answer. Most of you have answered it correctly. So moving on to leaderboard, Baliga still on the top with 8478 points. Second spot goes to Adira. Third spot we have Nida. Fourth spot we have Sharath, and fifth spot we have Melvin. All right, so moving on to 12th question. All right, hope everybody has counted it correctly. 25 correct answers. So 11 is the correct answer. 11 is the correct number of surfaces in the solid figure. Scoreboard. Baliga still on the top with 8478 points. Second, we have Nida. Third, we have Sharath. And fourth, we have Adira. And fifth, we have Nandana. 3 correct answers in a row. And Dhiren Bafna is back in the game. 13th question. All right, so count the number of squares in the figure. And there are 27 squares and 23 correct answers for the question also. All right, so scoreboard. Beliga still on the top with 9301 points. Second, we have Nida. Third, we have Adira. Fourth, we have Sharath. And fifth, we have Melvin. So that's the news from leaderboard. So now we are actually moving on to the image-based question. So next we'll be having next an image will be shown. So you have to observe the image. So around 30 seconds will be showing the image. So after that, two questions will be followed, and you have to answer the questions based on the image. What all things you have observed. So based on that, two questions will be followed. Okay. So that's how it is. So moving on to the 14, moving on to the slide. All right. So this is the image. Make sure that you're observing this image, and two questions will be asked based on the image. All right. All right. So I hope everybody has observed it. So can we move on to the questions? All right. So moving on to the questions. So two questions will be followed based on the image. Okay. So first question. All right. So we have answers. So 9. How many children were there in the image? There are 9. There were 9 children in the image. So next question based on the image. So before that, scoreboard. Beliga, as Beliga and Nida has crossed the 5-digit mark with 10,133 points and 10,104 points. Adira third spot, fourth spot Melvin, fifth spot we have Sharath. And that was a tough round. Seventh place lost their answer streak of 3. Guys, you have to improve your observation skills. These kind of questions are very important for your examinations. So make sure that you're improving. Don't worry, we'll be having more such kind of questions in our upcoming quizzes also. All right. So one more question is there based on this image. So moving on to that. All right. What was not shown? Butterfly. Sorry, spear. Identify that item that was not mentioned in the image, and that is spear. So now we won't be having any scoreboard. Now we are directly moving on to the podium. Let's see the new changes and who all has come, who all has made it to the top sports. So moving on to the podium. We have Atira on the third spot. Second spot we have Nida. And first spot goes to Beluga. Congratulations to all the winners, and we have runners the Melvin and Shutter. So congratulations to all the winners, and thank you guys for participating in the quiz. So winners may please take the screenshot of your result screen and send it to our Telegram, send it to our WhatsApp number and 8086111024 along with your Instagram ID. We'll be posting it on our social media handles. So once again, thank you to all the participants. So if you missed to be on the leaderboard this time, don't worry, we'll be having more quizzes. And make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, as well as you are joining our Telegram channel also for our updates regarding your examinations, as well as updates regarding our upcoming program. So if you have any suggestions regarding your program, that also you can send it to us. Contact details will be shown in the description box. So once again, thank you so much for participating, and have a great night.